This incident occurred on 10th of July year 2014. It was an Asala full moon poya day. Govind worked in a funeral parlor in a faraway village. It was about 10 p.m. A burnt body was brought to the parlor for embalming. The head of the parlor, Vijay Anna, said that the person had died from a car crash. The car has caught on fire after the accident, which made the man inside burn. Since Govind was new to this job, he had to observe the way Vijay Anna does the embalming and help him when needed. It was the first time that he had seen a burnt corpse, so Govind was a little scared. He couldn't look at the corpse since the face was horrible. They had to seal the coffin and send. Vijay Anna used to drink a little before he starts the embalming process. Govind had to guard the body till Vijay Anna comes. So Govind sat on a chair near the corpse till Vijay Anna arrives. He fell asleep after a few minutes. He had a nightmare.
Hello, Amma. I am on my way home. I'll call you as soon as I reach home. I am on the gravel road to my home.
Govind, come home. Govind, come home.
The door is also open. Savitri? Savitri? Who are you?
Govind was awakened and was scared to death by what he saw next. The corpse's face, which was kept straight, has turned to his side. The eyes were also opened. He didn't have the courage to stay there any longer. He went from there quickly. Though he came from there, his mind was full of questions. What made the corpse head turns towards him? How did the closed eyes were opened? Was there any connection between this and the dream he had? Was it real or a dream? He resigned his job after this incident. Was that real or a hallucination? These questions still haunts Govind to this day. This story took place in a famous hospital. Since we cannot mention the hospital's real name, we'll use our channel's name instead. It was a rainy day. Jack was admitted to this hospital due to an injury happened on that day. After the treatments for his hand, Jack passed asleep but wakes up soon due to the pain and decided to watch something on the TV. After a while, he passed asleep again in the chair itself while watching the TV. Suddenly, he heard somebody call his name. Jack, why are you sleeping? Wake up, Jack.
Wake up.
Jack wakes up at once, but nobody was there to be seen in his room. He ignored the voice thinking that it was a dream and decides to walk in the corridor for some fresh air. After walking a short distance in the corridor, Jack walked past the morgue of the hospital. He felt a little scared to see the morgue but kept walking. After a while, when Jack was returning to his room, he heard a lady crying in the morgue. He was curious to see who was crying at this hour and peeped through the morgue's hole. There was nobody to be seen. So he walked towards his room. Suddenly, he felt as somebody was following him. But when he turned, there was nobody. When he turned front, suddenly, the hospital crew has seen Jack, who was fainted in front of the morgue, and brought him back to his room. After he gained his consciousness, Jack gets to know that a lady has hung herself to death in that hospital. Jack had seen that woman's spirit. Most of the people who stayed in Jack's room have seen her spirit. Jack asked from the person who told this story why only the people who stay in his room can see the spirit. For that, the person's answer made Jack frightened to death. That lady had hung herself in Jack's room. That's why the ones only who stay in that room can see her spirit. He is Virun. Virun works at a library in England. He is a person who believes in ghosts, ghouls and stuff. He enjoyed his job as a librarian in the first few days of his job. His work shift was changed to evening suddenly. After that, he had to face the most horrible incident in his life. One day, Virun was getting ready to leave the library after his work shift. Suddenly, he hears the sound of books dropping inside the library. He went to check on it and sees some books scattered on the floor near a book rack. Though he wanted to go home soon, he knew that if he didn't arrange the fallen books, he had to get the blame from the person who comes to work in the next shift. So he arranges the books and goes home afterwards. The next day also, as soon as he finishes his work shift, he hears the books dropping sound as the previous day. Then he sees that the same books have fallen just as the previous day near the exact same shelf and the same way. He gets chills after seeing this. He arranges the books and goes home quickly. Another day, Virun hears the books dropping sound as the previous days. He was shocked to see the exact same books were scattered on the floor just like before. Virun was scared like nothing this time. He arranges the scattered books one by one. When he was going to keep the last book on the shelf, being scared to death by this, he closes the library and hurries up to his home. Another day, while Virun was working in the library, a woman enters. Though it was past the closing time of the library, the woman didn't seem to be leaving. Virun goes near the woman to remind her that it was the closing time. But to his surprise, he couldn't find her in the library. Another day, Virun was getting ready to close the library as usual. Suddenly, he hears the dropping sound of the books as the previous days. He goes to arrange the books, but to his astonishment, he couldn't see any fallen books on the floor. Instead of the books, he sees a woman who was staring at the wall. Feeling relieved by this, Virun informs the woman that it is the closing time. When he turns to leave, he hears the books dropping sound but finds nothing on the floor. Suddenly, the woman runs away and Virun hears a strange noise. He was scared by the noise and tries to leave the library as soon as possible. Then he sees The next day he requests from the owner that he needs to change his work shift to morning again. But they disapproved his request, saying that they need workers for evening shift, not for morning. Later on, Virun finds out that the person who worked before him also faced the same fate as him and nobody wanted to work there in the evening. Also, he gets to know that this library was built on a cemetery and he resigns from his work after facing the most unforgettable incident in his life. If you like to watch more stories like this, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. If you think our stories are good, give us a thumbs up and don't forget to share our videos among your friends. Have a great day till we meet up with another story like this.